Hey everybody, Ed here with the Digital Digest, and today I wanted to give you guys some initial impressions of the Dell Streak 5. Now this is a 5-inch Android tablet slash cell phone. I would like to say that it's a cell phone first, since clearly it's not running Honeycomb. It's running Froyo version 2.2.2, which is Dell's latest build of their Stage UI for this device that runs atop Froyo. It's a custom skin, in other words, which I'll show you guys in a second. Anyway, basically what you're looking at here again is a tablet and a cell phone, 5-inch 800 by 480 resolution display, really nice, good viewing angles, much better than the Streak 7. As you can see, you've got a 5 megapixel rear cam here with dual LED flash, quality, decent, nothing special. Battery door here, if you remove it, will power down the device. Also gives you access to the micro SD card expansion slot. This is an unlocked device. It came pre-installed with a 16 gig card. At the top of the unit, you can see we've got a dedicated camera button, backlight or power button, volume rocker, and then your 3.5mm headphone jack. If I flip it around, you can see we've got some dedicated Android capacitive buttons, back, setting, and home. All of them are backlit, which is a good thing. I'm not sure you can actually control out of the box keeping that backlight on, which is a little bit annoying. Would have liked to have seen a search button, which is also a criticism I had of the Streak 7. As you can see on the left side, we've got our earpiece for using it as a cell phone, as well as your front-facing VGA cam and the light proximity sensor there. And of course, the proprietary docking port, charging port there at the base. So that's what you're pretty much looking at on this device. And again, screen quality really good, viewing angles are very nice. Did notice on the whole, even though the build quality is generally very good, if you apply any pressure on the corners of the screen here, even though you've got some Gorilla Glass at play, which as we all know is very scratch resistant, that pressure, as you can see, is creating some waves. So not in love with that, but on the whole, build quality really nice, really solid, not an all plastic feel, so that's definitely a good thing. And liking the device so far. Haven't used it as a phone, so can't comment on that. Again, this is unlocked. Unlocked, you're looking at spending somewhere between $400 and $500 on this device. It did debut on AT&T back in the summer of 2010. AT&T is still selling it now on a 2-year agreement for $100. I don't recommend going that route simply because it is a bit dated in terms of hardware. It's got a 1 gigahertz Snapdragon processor, which is certainly decent. No problems running Flash 10.2 or any other apps that are currently available for Android. Let me go ahead and show you guys some web browsing. 512 megs of RAM. Of course, Wi-Fi B and G capability, no N unfortunately, Bluetooth 2.1, of course the webcams, both front and rear as I mentioned before. Pinch to zoom works really well. The touchscreen, again, I'm just impressed with, even though this is an older device. It happens to work really well. And, so far, liking the device. I'll give you guys, more in-depth impressions of it as I spend more time with it. Have only had it a couple days, so wanted to be able to give you guys, just an initial look at it. And battery life so far looks like it would get through a day of use. Again, not using it as a phone, just as a tablet, so I can't really comment from the cell phone perspective. Let me just show you guys the Stage UI interface that I mentioned before. Much like what you found on the Dell Streak, it gives you access to your applications as well as some set panels, which I've already removed some of, and access. I'll show you guys more. Here's the phone application. Get that in focus. But anyway, any questions or comments, please feel free to post them. And of course, guys, as usual, please feel free to subscribe. Later.